Hello and welcome. Right, we have been very busy. You can see the cash is like almost double what it was. Well, we sold all of that mineral feed, which was nearly 100 grand, and then we sold. I said no, I'll spot on this. For once, I am doing the fertilizer, but I dare say we'll do it. So we've got our own manure and slurry making the fertilizer. We've got 73 tons, which is next session's job. We're also getting closer to March, so I should imagine the prices for honey and that are going. Oh, it's green, so we're going to do that next session to get another 50 to 60. Yeah, but it could go. No, it won't. We'll leave it close to March. It's going to be green for probably the next 2 or 3 months. The grape juice is almost going green, so that's on the way up as well. Butter, buffalo mozzarella, and the buffalo milk. It's all bottled, that is all on the up. So there's quite a bit that you can see 120, which is going to be almost it's going to be more than that, because you add 50% on to get what we're going to get from self-marketing, which means it's going to be almost 200 grand. So we're actually not. Obviously this is all in aid of trying to buy fields. It's 17 field 17 here, which is 818,000. So yeah, obviously our second greenhouse is having an impact. We filled that this session, and we did a bit of I should show you what we did, because this is the catch-up stage for those who have not got time. Now it was always like that. Wink, wink. Yeah, there was always a mountain escarpment here. It was on a different level. I might put a fence as well on that. This is still floating. I'm going to do something about this after, because it seems to be that on every session, although it should be, the ground level should be in the ground, on every single Let's Play I put them in, it always has that huge step, which then means that the water and the manure are actually floating in the air. So I'm going to do something about this as soon as I go out. So, we're not. These are going straight into the production, the grapes and oils anyway, so that's all right. Not sure what we're going to do with this field, because it's quite a high field. Love the bridge, and I do totally agree with. Obviously, we need to buy that field before we do something with it. Like this as well. We filled both the greenhouses with manure and water. We took a lot of stuff to market. We've not done any more building or anything like that. That's all good. The honey's obviously coming out of our ears, but we can't sell at the minute. We did sell a little bit of. Now I didn't realise that because this was annoying me, because it's only 30 litres and they kept on popping out. Oh my life! Let's just try selling them from the trigger, and it did actually sell. So I could have sold all of that direct from the trigger, and it would have made us into multi-millionaires, but I'm glad I didn't. Really, it would have really sort of ruined things in a bit. So really, I think it would have done personally. If would have been 9 point something millionaires. Oh wow, that is quite amazing. It is the little things. It's still a fantastic game. It's just the certain features that are just so annoying, really. Right, okay, that's keep it going. Next session we're going to get on with doing that as well. That's going to earn us a fortune. We are really going to be getting quite close to our goal, but that's all that really happened. It was mainly loading and unloading, and I was saying that I'd like to make pallets that this uses specific pallets of this kind, like obviously what that entails, just so as you sort of know, is obviously we know what we're going to get, what kind of pallet. So it would mean me making the silage additive, I'm leaving alone, because we're only going to do it for ourselves. Seeds, again, I could do the seeds, because seeds are only a single pallet. Mineral feed's a single pallet, and the liquid fertilizer would also be the box, and I could then control the speed at which it fills lime to. I've already got my own lime, so, and it is quicker, I think. Or did I do that? Fertilizer. We've obviously, we've done it all, because it's very, very quick. So it would mean biodiesel, the tanks. I'd have to make one of those and then link my pallets to this mod within this and tell the game to use my pallets rather than its, and then we might be quite quick on loading and unloading this type of thing. So it's an awful lot of work, really. So, but that's why I'm going to do that, definitely. But yeah, all that remains to say, if you are going to watch the session, is I hope you enjoyed the rest of the session. Right, back on Oak Farm. Got around quite quickly, actually. Yeah, there's from a recording perspective, there's quite a few of the Let's Play. From your perspective as me posting, it's not the same as like my recording schedule, as in like, because a lot of the Let's Plays have actually finished a long time ago. Right, no. Don't know what you were going to do there, but you should take over. I've been very fortunate not to actually... Ooh, Vietti was stopped manually. I like this. The only thing that would improve on it is I'd love to put the Star Wars names back in. I would. Yeah. I'd love to put Leia and Han and all of those ones back in. But I don't know... What, may develop into that, but I've got to be honest. I still prefer names anyway, even if we can't have anything like that. It's just so nice to actually have... oh, that worker left the lights on. That's a surprise. Yeah, it is actually. There are terrors for like wanting to drive around in almost pitch black. I think it has to be about pitch black before they actually do anything. I've got everyone's lights switched on. All the engines are going. Must move that silence. Oh, yeah, there's something weird going on. Just have a look at the... something that it's not liking. It's a mod or something like that that's doing something strange with the lights to flicker like that. Yeah, there are problems with the Nexat. Oh, there are problems with the Nexat pack. It's just... Yeah, we can see how you got those here, Mr. Smith. Well, I know this is true. Yeah, it's fairly obvious. It's so uniform that it can only ever be. Yeah, I thought they'd been down there long enough, so let's just go back a little bit more. They're going to like not. I do love the speed I've got this to devour. I have a new creation that I was, something I wanted to do a long time ago, and I thought, can I do it? Oh, I didn't. I did what I said I was going to do. I said, oh, something's not right. Right, I'm going to go out. I'm going to remove... I know what it'll be. It will be one of my mods. It had some quite serious errors, and I normally take them out. So yeah, because that's not right. It really isn't. So I should be right back. Well, that was a really serious error. Actually, it was the cedar, and I've taken them out. Why are they still in on our? Because it shouldn't exist if you take it out. Yeah, it's not like in this. It's weird because on the testing tool nothing shows. Now why are you still in if I've taken you out? It is this that's causing it though, not just this, both. So why are you still in if I've taken you out? Because the game probably... I might need to reload the game completely because they're not there anymore. That's a bit of a weird one. Right, I'm going to be right back again. Wow, this is annoying. See you shortly. I'm not sure it is just that. It is... Ooh, because they're gone now completely. So it's more than that then. Much more. Wow. But yeah, it's loads of little updates with every single time we come into the game. There's like more updates and like more... Oh, they should. What's the feel from here? So let's like grab some of the manure. Let's get some jobs done. Try to ignore yet another load of botched. Yes, because this time it's not me. Yeah, and obviously mine was... The thing is, the error has only appeared since the new game updates. So, and this is what I was saying in FS22. Giants had fixed something. Oh, the amount of times I tried to fix it. I mean, this is just... And this is what I was saying really yesterday. It's sort of like it ruins the game. It does. It's terrible. Right, it's just... Yeah, we said we'd save the milk. It just ruins it. It looks so awful. It really does. And it's a visual game. It is. I mean, there's no good in... It really... The graphics Giants have done is quite amazing. I think we've got everything on. I'm going to try and the show must go on, as that old saying goes. Right, so I can't believe I put the cones down though, and like it, not a single one stopped a single thing coming through. I was like, seriously? I put them in the wrong place completely? I just don't believe it. Right, so then, animals, yeah, so we've got the manure. We need to be, well, yeah, on this Let's Play, this one's going to be a no holds barred. Although I said, oh, I'm not going to like do manure again, sorry, the fertilizer mod. On this one, we need like 800 grand, so whatever we need to do that's legit, no like cheating, then we're going to do. Yeah, and we're going to try to do another horrible. Could be light levels or something that it is. Yeah, I mean, what is this about? Lights flickering in and out. It's awful. Let's grab you, and you can grab the... Yeah. Could really... Well, we have actually got a... we're going to need a big tanker, aren't we? I've got the medium almost ready. It was me thinking it was me, but... Yeah, it was something about divide by zero is really... Ooh, that's the point. 17,777. We need to put this... Okay, and now we should be able to put this... Ooh, it says it absolutely attacks things. Yeah, it seems to be lights that are like doing weird things, doesn't it? It's like they're flickering in and out, which is awful. So if the light levels were different, then by different what I mean is if we were like it was lighter, the lights wouldn't be on. That's my point. I suppose that's probably... Let's speed time up. Let's go to somewhat like it's an overcast day, so it might actually not make any difference. Let's take it to about 10ish. I mean, what are these black motes that are like floating around all of a sudden? What are they about? That's what I'm saying. It's just, yeah, all my life, you know. Seriously, it is ridiculous. It is. Oh, do you know? Well, it's sort of, what I'm trying to say is visually, I mean, I have my settings on max so that like it's trying to be a visually appealing game to everybody. And yeah, at least we can. Yeah, it's true. I've tried to do mine that you can dump in, take out, all of that. It's one of those things it does, that gives me errors sometimes because there's certain ones they don't like to have in on certain triggers and things like that. And I'm not quite... Ooh, I think we need some fuel, Mr. Smith. We're a little bit low. Let's grab some, and we'll grab another set of like slurry air. And really need another one. I don't want to be in and out like with this forever and ever. It's crazy. Yeah, diesel, please. And no, we're not trying to buy. We're trying to just grab our own. It's got a good trigger, but not as good as Omatana's, which I'm glad. Yeah, I don't want it to be. It's a bit too good. You can make mistakes then, and I'm not trying to have a go either. I'm just being, as in like, precise. It's I think actually it was on Riverbend Springs when I first put the Omatana in. I thought, oh, that's a little bit too good. That is. It's to the point where it's actually a menace. You know, it's just too generous. Right, so yeah, like that. I mean, that's a bit. The sort of trigger you can see is actually before where it actually is, and it is the actual box where you can actually unload to. I had the same on the cannery in that initially, and I kept tweaking it, but there's a danger sort of that you can then tweak it too much the other way, but I didn't sort of quite have the grasp on triggers that I have now. You just sort of like, you do learn a trick. Sometimes you're sort of going in, not, I won't say blind, but you're like trying to view and see settings and like what makes what happen, and like how do they all fit together. And yeah, I'm going to say, because when I tested my mod the other day, there was no like divided by zero, there was not a single error, and now all of a sudden it's like saying it's terrible. So that to me is like whatever giants. See, they bring in more in the base game to begin with. It's very base, we all know that. The things like precision farming are missing and stuff like that, and there's certain elements switched off. Now I discovered that myself even as a baby mod. I was like, well, that's not right, because that's and then like they switched liquids on a certain element, certain attributes of liquids. Let's just crack on as well. and then you could then muck around, because it kept on saying you can't use water in productions, and then like there was an update and it said something about water, and then all of a sudden that error went away, and I thought, oh okay, well that they've switched that on now. It's things like that. It's very, very base, and they keep adding bits to it, and then about a year in, it's the game that you sort of almost remember from FS22, only with but this is a very heavy game. Very heavy. I'd say I mean they probably tweaked it down a little bit, and I'm on my desktop, so I don't notice it anymore. I've literally sort of always said that golden rule that if something doesn't work, you're going to have to, like, if you're creating content, you've got to have a machine capable of like withstanding the rigors of the game. And I've got to be honest, this is a bit of a beast, and that my gaming laptop has got the best graphics card for laptops, but obviously it's a cut down version. It's not quite as powerful as it. So I've now got the desktop version of the best. Well, when I say the best, there are like silly amounts of money best. This is like what you'd class as a really high-end gaming graphics card, one of the NVIDIAs. I've always been an AMD fan, always, and always buy AMD processors over Intel, always. Almost switched once when AMD was struggling and the reviews weren't too good, but then when I did a bit of digging, I thought actually it was Intel that was mucking around with stats by not including certain things, and I thought, oh, Intel is still up to the same old trick, so just, stick to your AMD. And I did try to do the same with my graphics card, but it really caught me out. It did me no favours. So I bought because for content I wanted a certain characteristic, and the ATI card was the one afterwards, and also the file size was just terrifically terrible of recording with the ATI cards. I thought, nah, this is a deal breaker. So then I did actually buy the gaming laptop then, a newer one, because I'd got one and JM Gaming's map broke it, as in like it just could not cope with it, all of the objects. I thought, well, this is a time to get a new one, so I bought the new gaming laptop. So I think that's those two. Now, do we need any more manure? Let's grab another full load. It's not going to hurt us sticking that in there. We should try to ignore these weird black motes of whatever they actually are. Yeah, it's a bit weird that. I think I could tweak that though. It does show you though, that's what's not quite right on my little one, and yet it is right in the middle of the wall. It's ever so strange. So I do quite like it, but I might actually make a new one. Oh wow, that is pretty much up with it. Yeah, quite pleased. I'm pleased with all the trailers. I don't think we need any more. I love that the Crampy. We've had that. It's one of those recurring thing. Ooh, we've gone through the wall a little. We have a tad. I can see it. We might have to put a bush there to disguise this fact, because it's a bit too late now for the greenhouse. That is a point actually, Mr. Smith. Are you not having in your possession this very second a bit of manure? We could actually, because we do need to test this to see how good or bad it is to get in there. We have to pick the wrong tractor. It's a doughty little thing, but it really shouldn't be like, subjected to 40-ton. It's a bit much for it, really. Well, we could see it wasn't, but what I mean is I don't really want to subject it to that kind of level of so it's pretty much like as it always has been. It's like one step forwards. I've got to be honest, I was a little incredulous at one of the comments that someone, I was on a forum somewhere, and someone was saying, well, what do you expect? It's only 3 months in. And I thought, well, mate, I've got to be honest. I expected to buy a game that actually worked from day one. That's what I expected. Not that certain elements weren't working properly. I did not expect that. I am since FS19, so I'm not expecting Yes, try and do it from a certain level and stick to that level. Yeah, I didn't expect miracles. I've been with the game long enough to know that giants are giants. Is that? We're going to need to like go out a little bit like that, or we're not going to get to grab the... I know it's expensive and all that. It really is. Crazy amounts of cash. But we're never going to like... That's a bit weird. What's that? Is it the angle I'm at, or what? No, we're going to need to sort of go from there for that and like level no matter what. It looks... Oh, that's not level. What's that about? It's weird looking angles and stuff. Yeah, and this is the bit where we then need to change the level and sort of soften that bit. Yeah, because that needs to be flat with that. Oh, and then we need to do something like for going into our fields to make this sort of like back into a field. Like some sort of ramp there. Because it's like, yeah, I mean, I would like to use the field a bit. Or no, I suppose we could do what I did. We have this deliberately as a high level. I've done that on quite a few now. It's, yeah, what you need to do is stick a... Right, so, yeah, let's do this properly. It was always like this. It was always a figment of everyone's imagination that it was like it is. So we should have something like mountain rock. Am I going to like... It was always an escarpment, honest. It really was. Yeah, it's what wasn't part of a grass field. Wink, wink. And then this is a bit we've got to be careful. And then we really need to, unfortunately, put like expensive fences down. We need to do a little bit of something with that. No, it's the right one. Yeah, a little bit of softening just to make that like a ramp that we can go up without any... Does that actually do it? I think it is. Actually, yeah, it takes a bit from both sides. That's it. Now that should sort of be able to get up and down that sort of level. It's almost like the ramp builder, this is. So I think we'll have that as the ramp and we'll just come around, but we do need to sort of like leveled underneath those. I think I'm going to have to... Yeah, I was saying this because this is done on a fairly flat sort of bit. We flattened it beforehand. I mean, I know there's different levels. We know this, but those boxes and the water thing, they are the proper height. I don't know why, and I've not done anything to this, but it's... Oh my life, this is awful. I still think we need a bit more. We need to take the escarpment that's always been there out a bit more, Mr. Smith. You'd like, it's just not going to work. Yeah, you need to swing like that. And if there's a fence there, how are we going to do that? Yeah, I think it's sort of like more about... We'd have to, yeah, no, this is a really good turner as well, so this is... Yeah, I think we need a bit more escarpment here. So that we don't have to do that. It should be somewhere there. It'll be... It won't like the levels or anything silly, won't it? Right, let's turn the zone markers on. Oh, it's a shambles. A shambles. Well, yeah, it's not all my fault, though. Oh, it's because it's like, yeah, the levels are wrong, or I didn't actually hit it right. Yeah, so really what I should have done was actually just reverse in, and it would have worked straight away. So we just, yeah, that's not, no. Oh, okay. We will then. Right, yeah, I think we just need to reverse in that. I think that's an awful lot better than doing this antics, really. Let's switch this butte on, though. So, yeah, so we have got 2 olive and grape. Did we switch it on? Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. It is this one. So we want to activate everything. I don't know if that's a good or a bad idea, or whether it's better to just... I think they all work equally, don't they? They all want to be storing. So we want to climb back up if it'll let us, which I doubt it will. I think we've got to continue right the way down now. And then we've got to see if our ramp actually does work. Oh no, we've got our other ramp as well, haven't we, really? Yeah, I'm not sure if this field's going to just be for things like this, because I'm not sure. It's a bit of a... It's a very hilly field. Very hilly field. So... Oh yeah, of course I was going to say, why is there no box down? That's because they're going straight to the... that's true. They want to be the same, don't they? They want to be like being told not to store, but to... No, it's not that. You want to distribute X. Selling... And I do like the way it does it for all. That's quite nice. Yeah, so distributing. Just make sure I've not deactivated anybody. Nope, we're all good. Fantastic. So they too, when we put some water in. So we want to be reversing in. We probably want to put a tap in as well. But this I think we can actually do a twiddle around with. Yeah, I've got the middle one ready to work on, very close to that being ready. Right, so if we just tap, I think where the blue canister is, like about there. Yeah, now I'm going to tweak these afterwards because yeah, you can't keep having them on mounds, and it seems to be on almost all Let's Plays. It's at this level for some reason, so... Yeah, I mean, I only tweaked the original. I didn't actually muck around with the model, so I don't understand why it's so high. Because... I didn't make the i3D, I just imported it and made it into a mod, so it's bizarre. Right, concentrate. We want... it's indeed, still love this tap avatar, it is the best. Although, it is a bit odd that it sort of sticks, it's obviously, its nozzle is facing the tractor now, but its outlet is on its left. That is a little odd, but yeah, it has always been like that. So we're all used to it, and it's got a very generous trigger, so we don't particularly care. Not really. Or we can actually dump straight in as well. So if we can, I love this. This is one thing that it really doesn't matter about is storage, because you can just leave it trundling, and it will fill until it fills, and then it'll just like, yeah. I was worried that it wouldn't stop, but it really, yeah, it's quite... I think what we'll do is we'll take this to the other one too, and we will fill them all with manure, because it does go down very slowly. Very slowly. So I think we'll put a bush in just to hide that bit of a catastrophe there, because we don't want to be like seeing bits of greenhouse poke through the wall, do we really? So... trees is a little bit excessive, I think. I do wish you could see them. Yeah, they don't always like where you put them. That's a bit odd. It's costing us money, and but we're building a garden, seemingly. Well, a bigger one, truthfully. Some of them don't grow. Oh, okay, now I've just destroyed the other one. That's what I'm saying. They're a bit odd. Yeah, let's try. I've got one with low ground coverage. It's just costing us a fortune. Okay, what about you? You're low. But you're not very high. Bush. Yeah, we want it with low coverage. Yeah, you may do, actually. Let's have a look. Maybe it's not... Ah, finally. Okay. You'll look better in summer, I'm sure. Right, so we want... all the excitement, I forgot what I was doing. That's frequently the case. Right. You left the vent in the way with all these weird flickering lights. It's like something like a... So let's stick this here. It's nice to see the business is going. I was trying to earn money though, not expend it like water. But so yeah, c'est la vie. Right, so let's grab the other one, the other John Deere, or yeah, you'll do nicely. Do we want? In fact, yeah, you'll do nicely. The one we've already got on it. Let's grab another. This one's a paid for 40 tons of manure. Yeah, we're buying it in. It's ours as for like purposes, and I must switch that on, otherwise it's not much use in actually having that production that does that. So we want the self-sufficiency, and for the first time ever, I am actually going to do one of the fertilizers, which I haven't done yet at all. Yep, that's all we're going to do. And that one is... we got any spare digest? No, we'll stick that one activate, and we will have you on storing. It is a really nice, almost massy level of steering. This is for a case, which is quite unheard of. They're not really renowned for that kind of. I love my cases. I have 7250 Pro fan all the way, but it's steering genius. You really could not ever accuse it of. It's a bit like some of the lower end John Deere. Oh, okay, so we've actually completely. Yeah, I was working on the front box, and I thought, my heart's not on it. Leave it alone. Let's do it some other time. Yeah, I did do one thing that I did last night, and I'm quite pleased with it. And I meant to do it ages ago, and I was watching one of my own videos, and I thought, oh, that's an idea. Let's do the liquid tank as a proper liquid tank rather than a sprayer tank, and see if it actually works. And sure enough, it actually did. Right, so let's just see. These really want to be filled. That one is filled, but we want to, yeah, the other one will take a full 40 tons at least, I would say. Now then, trying to think, what have we got? Is the honey? The honey's in the right direction for prices, but nothing's. Oh, mineral feed, that was it. I knew there was something. Yes. We're trying to grab that, aren't we? Like, yeah, we've only got that converter trailer that's a proper trailer at the minute, haven't we? We've not got any real big low loaders, so that's the one we want. A honey will be good in March, and we'll earn a fortune from that, because obviously we've been good and we've saved ourselves for like the best time of year for that particular thing. It's just should be one full. You can sort of see where it is. I think I'm gonna leave it, and if that's not, like, I just like the fact you can't see if you're a little bit out of whack, because it's so easy to be out of whack with these things, and the smoke and that sort of shows it that you are, whereas if it's not, it doesn't. It sort of allows you a bit of a discrepancy, as in it doesn't look bad, which really in the game it's quite an important thing. No, we don't want that. No, we don't. Well, we're doing a reverse though, so it's an awful long way to reverse. I don't mind reversing a long way, but it's very slow. Is my point. Yeah, so next thing, we want to be doing the mineral feed. Now, can we do it loose? That's my point. Yeah, I was talking about this in Polonier. It's the processes have gone very destructive. You often need to. The other thing is I'm going to design a box with. Yeah, that's the one thing I've tweaked on this. The liquid box, which I will show you right now. Well, this is dumping. It is in sprayers, because it is a sprayer, really. But I have done the plastic. The picture's not right. It isn't that colour, nor is it a Hardy. It is a PI Industries, and it's an awful lot more cheaper. I am going to actually make it. I'm going to model it bigger. I am. It's going to be a bit more high. I'm going to need to chop the top off, and then, like in Blender, extrude the faces, for those who know what I'm talking about, and then I'm going to pop the cap back on. And it'll be twice as tall. Something you can do in Blender. Or I might be able to sort of just extend the middle and stretch everything. You can do that as well. So that's my latest creation. I'm quite. Oh, okay. I would say that we must be actually full then. So by morning, we should be able to do that. So we switched everything on, I believe, and that's all distributing, as is that one. And everybody's happy. That's going to keep them well happy for a while. And that's, yeah, ooh, it's going to pig food, 10 tons as well. Right, okay, so is the pig food, because that's easy to shift. Yeah, it's on green, so we need to... Right, we need to dump the manure somewhere else, because I'm liking using this trailer, so let's just crack on. So we need to dump this in. We'll also at the same time see if we can grab the mineral feeds loose, because I'm not sure we can. I'm not sure we can't. Yeah, I'm not sure. That was my point, really, was what I was talking about on Polenye. Giants have sort of made this game where there's like so many different ways to do things. Oh, okay. Well, that's one way to do it. Now, please tell me my cone is in the right place now. I can't find my hand. Yeah, I have this every now and again. I like it where you've not got your crosshair, but then there's this like ability where you've tried to gauge the middle. Right, it should be there. Should be. Right, so now can we get more mineral feed loose? I don't think we can we? It looks like you've got to like grab it, and that's what I'm saying. It's not classed as bulk. It will not let you do it. So no, it won't. So it looks like you have got to laboriously grab it pallet by pallet and sell it like that to here, rather than do it that way, which would be so much nicer. Yeah, I think that's a downgrade from what we used to have in the past. I really do. Right, okay then. That's not a bad price, is it really? So then we want to swap trailers, and we want the Fent to burst into action. And I'm going to go into a time-lapse, because it's going to probably be rather a while. We need to like shift the cone out of the way after me sticking it like that. We need to move the Fent out of the way too, because you are right in the way, buddy. You really are. Just want to stick you over here for a little while. Oh, got out in the other side of the... yes. I felt like creating content. I really did. I just thought, we also need to grab that off, which is going to be a bit of a stretch. But I know Giants do allow this, but it might be a little bit too much of a stretch. We shall see. Yeah, it is. Oh, no, it's just... yeah. Excellent. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, it's just settling down, that's all. Yeah, you can see its lights, definitely. So here's me thinking it's me that's doing it all, and it really wasn't. But I mean, obviously my mods, they weren't crashing and burning the game, that's what I'm saying. But it was a lure error, but it's which is fairly serious. So that's why I thought I'm not taking any chances. It's a fairly serious error that wasn't there when I did my original testing. There was no errors at all. Now there's lots. Seriously ones. Something about dividing by 0. So let's grab these, all of them out, because now we need to... oh my life, that is so annoying. Oh, come on, Lord, you know, come on. It's a setting, a good setting in a way, but we want to put the crosshairs back on. Yeah, no, just give it me back on. Yeah, it's at least I can see where I'm actually aiming then. We want to stick these back out of the way totally. Have to be grabbing them. Yeah, because again, we need this particular way of doing it in the game. Yeah. Oh, we're going to get everything up here, aren't we? This is what I'm saying. This is the annoying thing. Well, yeah, the only way you're going to get away with this is if you like do sell. And this was the compromise that I did in FS22. It's not that I really wanted to. I mean, I didn't have self-marketing then, so we've got every incentive for doing this the other way. So let's just crack on. Right, yeah, time-lapse time. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I think that probably is an episode. I was hoping to get through the winter in one hit, but I'm sort of trying to get a bit better at sometimes with this new, like, me telling you, like, what's happening, I have to try to sort of think of the length of the session a bit better. So I think this is I'm going to carry on recording. What I mean is I've got to do my, like, goodbye and then, like, to show what did we do in the session. Well, we didn't get as far through, but I've got to be honest, that cache is a little bit good. It is. I mean, yeah, obviously it's making that much. It is. I think I've got that a little bit. No, I think it was like that in FS22, 240,000 litres of, like, yeah, it's got that possibility, so I don't think we're too bad actually on that. Yeah, really. Obviously, we knew we'd got a lot of mineral feed. Well, that's what I was going to do. I knew I was going in there for a reason. I want to switch these zone markers off now. They're a little bit annoying. Yes. So, 461,000. We're over halfway to our goal of 800 grand odd for that beautiful field at the back. Field 17, that is the goal. 818,000 is the target. So, yes, we've got the winter to... I'm not sure we're going to do that. I'd like to go through till the morning, though. I'd like to see what sort of the grapes and that should, I think. Mind you, they're good all of the time anyway. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? So we've got pig foods, 10 tons. That's going to go up more. Olive oil, that's going to be a good one in June. So we might at least be able to buy the field in June. Grape juice it's not a bad one. It isn't. Raisins, I've increased the amount of raisins that we've got. I was hoping that second greenhouse of olives and grapes will be a bit of a leveler, and it'll actually make things a bit better for us. So we should actually be alright in the morning for the food for the animals as well, really. Yeah, we should. Maybe not. No, let's grab one of those. We want we want the other trailer and the BA Industries one. So let's grab that, and well, it's true actually, we could start to fill that big slurry tank with slurry, although, well, no, we've got half of it, haven't we, really? We want to go, reversing, I think. It's a bit more manure already. Well, we have got quite a few cows, though, so it's not really surprising. So TMR, I think. Grab that and stick that straight in. Should be about right. Mineral feeds, TMR. I think we're going the right way. We are indeed. Alright, so yeah, in fact, let's just do the dumping trick. So it's not a bad thing. It'll stop when it stops. When it's, I think, I think 2 of these actually. Looking at it. Yeah, it stops when it gets to the end. This is where mine not pouring out visibly is actually quite an optical illusion you could be quite grateful of, because it is obviously filling again, and it would look a bit odd if it was splurging nothing into nothing sort of thing. So it should say, it will definitely fill it. So we've got plenty for the straw's all right. Let's go through till January morning, and we shall see how well we do on all of our things. We've got nothing on selling, so we do indeed want 9 o'clock, and hopefully we get a lid on this light problem now that we've got, that we didn't have. 1 step forwards, 3 steps back. It is a par for the course. We just have to, well, you don't have to put up with it. You could, like, jump games or something like that, but I've got to be honest, having been a gamer, this is the game for me. I know that, but it's just, it really is annoying. No, I know we could sell it, but no, it'll detract a little bit. So 465 is what we're up to, and that's all full. And now that's the point. Yeah, I was forgetting that little trick of if you've got your thing on the trigger, it actually fills it up. Well, that's obviously done that, because that's like still filled, and it would have gone down quite a lot. So it's not stolen. Yeah, straw's gone down slowly. Buffalo milk, we're going to do it every 2 days when it's up to 5 tons, I think. And what I'm interested in seeing is how our grapes and oils is doing with the olives and that going in. Or I think it's actually coping with the whatever gets thrown in, because that should have. No, it is. Yeah, no, it's doing its job. They're both doing the job. They've got nothing left in, so they've really gone straight over to that, and that's producing. That's 8 tons, 8,000 litres almost of grape juice. Olive oil is up to 17 tons. Pig food 40. So 4 tons of pig food. Shows you sort of quite how it's working. Raisins, still rubbish. Pathetic, if I'm honest. So what is that about? By my reckoning, 3 times 528 is like 1,500. Well, how come it's only going up 3? Or is it that it's lower down the pecking order and the grape juice gets the most? I'm not sure. It's a bit of a weird one. But yeah, by my reckoning, I would imagine 1,500 litres should be about right, but we're not getting that. So I don't know what that is about. But so we're in the month of January, and our cash is up to 465,000. I think that's not a bad place to leave it, really. Yeah, so you've got obviously fertiliser coming through now. How much of that did we get in the self-sufficiency? And how is the bionic dairy doing? That's true, we ignored that. But bottled milk, loads of butter, and almost a full one of buffalo mozzarella. But let's go and have a look, because I think, well, we should have stopped that from popping. No, we'd already seen that it hadn't worked, had it? So this is, I think, bottled milk. Oh, it's not, it's butter, unsalted. Well, I prefer salted myself, but hey ho. Right, do we care about like that sort of thing? That it's, no, we'll just, yeah. So we're going to have to do quite a bit of and that obviously you've got to stick on a trailer and take it, so we will I say it's making me work harder, the self-sufficiency, but I've got to be honest, I also like it too, and it's also making it almost like a normal economy, for the fact if you sell yourself, you're cutting out the middleman, which is true to life, really. There are lots of farm shops that do that, and that is our farm shop. Well, it's a representation. Our farm shop would be a lot bigger, but it's still a little stall, so it's sort of like going a long way to sort of doing it properly. So how much fertiliser? We should have quite a lot. We should have really run out of storage on this. I mean, literally, not liquid fertiliser, digestate, solid fertiliser. Oh, 73 tons. Now that is the point. Can you get that out loose? That I'm interested in finding out. Can you? No. Can you get loose the fertilizer? And that's what. Yeah, obviously, giants in FS22. I didn't sort of realise. I mean, I sort of did. But what I mean is, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Obviously, they completely changed from FS19 to FS22. It all became about pallets and things like that. But it really muddied the water, because it was used to be an awful lot more easy than like it is now to. I'm sort of tempted. What I am going to do is I'm going to make my own versions of the pallets that I link with this, and I'm going to stick that in, and I've seen another modder do it on theirs, and it's a lot of hard work, but it then means I can control the speed that we're filling up with. And now that's going to be taking yeah, it is. Can we? No, it's not letting you. No, that's again stealing that. So yeah, it looks like you can't grab it loose anymore. It's just controlling that. Obviously, there's certain things that all of us, no matter what, if you're a modder or not, you can. I can't control the fact that giants will not allow it to be loose. It's got to be pallets. But I can make a pallet that is faster on the load rate, because if I'm going to have to do this all the time, then to be honest, I'd like this to be sort of like a bit faster. Isn't this going to be next session's job? It really is. This is true. Right, so I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, so all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.